Throwing a yeet.
Yeet! Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the First Class Sports Podcast. October 26th, 2022. We are recording these on Wednesday, and this is Week 8, Episode 8. We are going to briefly cover what happened in Week 7 of the NFL, and then kind of give our predictions of what we think will happen in Week 8. We'll start. This is obviously an amateur podcast, and it is our Halloween episode. This will drop on the 30th, I believe, the Sunday, right before Halloween. We've got a little bit of decorations. We didn't dress up, but that's fine.
I did my hair.
And you slicked your hair.
I'm going to be Shaggy from Scooby-Doo for Halloween anyways, and so, I mean...
Who, you?
Yeah, if I
Because you're going. You got kids, so you're going to go. Who are you?
Am I going?
No. Obviously you have kids.
Yeah.
Who are you dressing up as?
Shaggy.
Okay, so you are going Shaggy.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was a joke.
And Maddie's going to be Velma.
Archie's going to be...
Scooby-Doo, although he looks more like Scrappy-Doo.
It would better be.
And
who's
Charlotte's going to be a witch.
Painting
her face green and everything.
Going off the Scooby-Doo reservation there, huh?
Oh, yeah. We tried to get her to be Daphne, but she said
you know
no.
what? She could be a witch. She could be the villain.
Good.
She could be the villain that, the Scooby-Doo gang is hunting down.
Yeah.
And then you unmask her at the end of the night, and she goes that, she could have gotten away with all this trickery if it wasn't for
the meddling
kids. Anyway.
I don't think she can say all that.
Probably not. Probably not.
And it wouldn't sound like... Yeah, anyways.
Last episode did go out on time. Now, it was a much shorter episode because you weren't here. Glad to have you back. Glad things are back in order.
Yeah, that's some...
happens.
Family was sick.
It happens.
Yeah.
So, before we get into all of that nonsense, let's start with... Do you have your injuries over there?
No, I'm trying to find a fun fact again. I always forget.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and go.
Okay. Over to Eric for the news, then.
It's a very pretty slow week so far with news.
Unless you're a Colts fan.
Unless you're a Colts fan, and that's some good foreshadowing, but I'm going to save that for last. But coming up, actually, is the trade deadline on November 1st.
It's a week from Tuesday.
So...
it would be this Tuesday.
Yeah. And with that, there's been a lot of trade, not a lot, but there's been a good amount of trades for the NFL happening of late. I'm just going to go ahead and recap some of the ones that had just happened recently, one of them being a very big one, and I'm going to start with that one. It's, and people probably already know about this, but, obviously we didn't have it in the podcast last week, but we're putting it in there now, but Christian McCaffrey had been traded from the Carolina Panthers to the San Francisco 49ers.
That happened. That kind of took away from the Thursday game.
Yeah.
Because that happened at the end of it. I had fallen asleep.
It happened in the middle of the night, I feel like.
Like I think it happened right at the end
of
the game, which I had fallen asleep into. But
yeah, I had to.
When I woke up to use the restroom, because I'm old and it happens.
Not that old.
I'm older than you.
Barely.
So, I got up and I had all these tweets and text messages. Yeah. Shay texted me in the middle of the night and was like, to the 49ers. I'm like, what in the world is going on here? So I had to stay up and flip. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Pretty big news.
It was, and he only had 2 days to prep, and he did get in there, but
he still played.
Yeah. So what did they get in comp?
Comp was a 2023 second, third, and fourth round pick, and then a fifth round pick in 2024.
And Niners, I don't even think have a first round pick, so they're gonna be without.
They're all in.
Here. Yeah,
they are all chips in.
Well, that's unfortunate because we'll get to what happened on Sunday, but
I think they can get better, but yeah,
they can.
Like we said, he played, but moving on to the next one. I think it's a pretty decent trade that, I would say it's the second biggest one that happened. James Robinson from the Jacksonville Jaguars has been traded to the New York Jets.
This stems off an injury that we haven't gotten to, but that's because Breece Hall is out for the year.
Yeah. Plus, I think they're ready to give ETN a heavy workload now. But with that, the Jacksonville received a 6th-round pick, which could become a 5th if Robinson rushes up, has a total of 600 rushing yards
for them
at the end of the year. And right
so
now,
so that total is what he's already had.
He's already at 340 right now.
So he just has to get another 300 yards with the Jets.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
That's doable.
That's easy. That's easy. Again, we're not even halfway through the season.
Yeah, he's gonna get that.
Yeah, he'll get it just fine.
So, but even a 5 for Robinson, I mean, compared to what you just got from McCaffrey,
that's a steal.
That is a steal.
I like that trade.
I think that's a steal.
I mean, they still got Michael Carter, where he's not bad.
Yeah. Robinson's a good one too.
Yeah, I
mean, Etienne and Robinson were a good one too. To be honest with you, I'm not mad at that trade.
No, not at all.
I already seen McCaffrey play. He looks pretty good.
He looks good. And he was on I wouldn't call it a snap count. It's just for him just getting there for maybe a walkthrough. For not knowing that, they probably had him on a package set, only certain packages.
Yeah. He still looked good.
He looked good.
So.
He got several cheers when he came in.
Yeah.
He even lined up at receiver a couple times.
Yeah. Got a new number too, 23.
Looks good in red. That's Frank Gore's old number.
Oh, with him being there, I didn't know this. His dad and John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan all have history. So
that was the fun fact of him going back to the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Kind of rekindling old history between.
I thought that was pretty cool. I had no idea. I mean, I knew his dad played, but I didn't know. It was all like
there's a connection there.
Yeah. Trade just broke before we got here for the podcast.
Yeah, I got 2 more trades, and one of them, I'll get to that one last. The one that happened I guess not more recently, but a little earlier in the week. Not as big as the first 2 trades. Jonathan Hankins, he's a defensive tackle, got traded to the Cowboys from the Las Vegas Raiders. Like I said, it's very small. The Raiders got back a 7th-round pick. Oh, no. No, Cowboys got a 7th-round pick with the player, and the Raiders got a 6th-round pick in this deal.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. The 7th is not until 2024, and the pick that the Raiders got is the 6th for this year, upcoming draft.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really care.
I don't even know who that is.
He played for the Colts one year for a little bit.
Who was it?
Jonathan Hankins.
Kind of familiar,
but
not
very short stint he had here, but nonetheless. But the trade you just had recently kind of mentioned a tad bit, being as of today, was Robert Quinn, defensive end from formerly from the Bears, had been traded to the Philadelphia Eagles for a 4th-round pick.
I feel like that's a steal too.
Now that's a steal. Their defense has already been playing pretty well, and now they add another pass rusher.
Philly's all in.
Oh yeah.
Philly's, what are they now? 7-0.
7-0.
They're 7-0.
Yeah.
Because they haven't had their bye, so they're 7-0. They're going all in.
I ain't mad at him.
No, they're doing good.
Yeah, that good of a team. You might as well.
And especially since the NFC isn't
the strongest,
a powerhouse,
no.
And 3 of the teams that we thought could be powerhouses are definitely not. We'll get into that later.
Along with trades stuff happening, I got a couple names on here with the deadline coming up that could be on the move that we need to just keep an eye on. Some of these names are pretty big players. Starting here with Chase Claypool from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I heard that.
I heard that one.
I heard he's rumored to go to Green Bay.
Yep, that's one of them.
Rodgers could use some help.
Yeah, I've heard some other teams that are looking for receivers are Chiefs, Rams.
Rams could use some help. Again, OBJ, I think you talked about it a few weeks ago. Once OBJ clears, I think OBJ signed right before the trade deadline last year, or maybe right afterwards.
Yeah, well,
because technically he's a free agent, so he gets signed whenever. But I think OBJ, once he clears his ACL, I think look for him 2nd week of November.
I think they said it'd be more around December.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know why, but that's just what I heard.
Interesting.
So I've been keeping an eye on him in fantasy.
Do you have him?
No, not right now, because I'm not wasting You can't put him in IR, so.
Can't?
No. He's no
You know,
longer
because he's
on
on
our
it.
team.
Yeah.
So,
It's tough.
Some other names to mention: Cam Akers from the Rams, running back.
Yeah, his usage there is confusing me.
And plus, they got a rookie running back that he's on IR. His name's Kyron Williams that they're pretty excited for. I think he's gonna get some touches. So, bye Cam Akers. It's just inevitable.
Where do you think he'll go?
I'm not too sure. I don't. Are there really any big running back needy teams right now?
Well,
Cardinals.
I have a suggestion. It could go to, because you haven't done injuries, but with J.K. Dobbins about to do his knee scope and be out 4 to 6 again, I know the Ravens are very heavy and they like their 1-2 punch. I could see them adding Akers for another running game. Wow. Because, if Dobbins keeps getting injured like this.
Yeah. Someone else, I guess, I haven't heard them tied to his name at all, but maybe the Bills could. I know they were looking into McCaffrey.
They were looking into McCaffrey heavily.
So maybe they could look into someone like I don't know, though, probably not. But to keep going on, Jerry Jeudy from the Broncos. There's a lot of Broncos players on here. Jerry Jeudy, Melvin Gordon, Bradley Chubb, KJ Hamler. All 4 from the Broncos.
I'll take Chubb. I'll take Bradley Chubb in a heartbeat.
Actually, speaking of these players, I heard something that the Colts may be looking into Jerry Jeudy.
Mm-hmm.
I know you texted. I don't know if you texted the group or you just texted me, and I said, "What's it matter if?" Well, situation's changed now, so
We'll get there.
we'll get there. But the situation has changed, so maybe because, yeah,
I wouldn't be mad. Maybe a change of scenery might do him some good. Another receiver, 2 other receivers that have been mentioned are AJ Green, Brandon Cooks.
Cooks is with
Texans,
right?
And I've heard
that's just our
Chiefs,
only receiver.
Rams, Packers are all invested in.
Didn't Cooks play with the Rams when they won the Super Bowl?
No.
No.
Or was that 2 years ago? When did he play with them? Because I thought. Oh no, he always just. Yeah, but he's been around the league.
A couple teams.
I think he's literally bounced, and literally like a team would win the Super Bowl, or maybe I can't remember which way it is. They would win the Super Bowl, so he'd go there. They would miss it. I think it's the other way around. He'd go there. They wouldn't win. He would leave, and then that team would win the Super Bowl. Then the following year afterwards, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, that's just bad luck for him.
Rough.
And the last name to mention that's a key name is Kareem Hunt.
I heard Kareem Hunt. It's another running back.
Mm-hmm. I'm not. Who knows? Like I said, I don't know. I mean, Ravens, like you said, but I don't know any other too many running back needy teams. I don't think Panthers are going to try to go after.
They're not going to go after anybody right now.
What about Tampa? Did you mention Tampa?
No, I said Arizona.
You said Arizona. I think Tampa could
because
use
Connor's
one.
not healthy.
He's still not going to play this week?
I don't think so.
Dang, son.
I think Tampa could use one.
Yeah. Fournette hasn't been playing the best, but I mean, out of all those names, what I'm hearing, the one that's most likely to move for sure, obviously, is Cam Akers and AJ Green. I guess, speaking of AJ Green, I heard, I don't know how true this is, but because the Packers are really invested in trying to get some more receiving help, that Aaron Rodgers is real intent on playing with AJ Green. I'm like, why at this point?
AJ Green's old.
So he wants 2 90-year-old wide receivers because he also has Cobb. Oh no, Cobb's on IR now, isn't he?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to replace a 90-year-old with a 90-year-old.
I think the Packers just need to stop.
Yeah, if they really want to do anything, just get Brandon Cooks.
And them shrooms are really meddling with his mind up there.
Yeah, and his haircut too.
And his haircut.
That's in the tea, man. It's in the tea.
But yeah, with all that being said, could be a spicy trade deadline. The NFL's not usually known for it, but who knows?
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess we can get to the big thing, the big talking point now.
Big news of the week for us Colts fans.
Yeah, and I guess it's biggest news so far. And
This dropped Monday.
yeah, Matt Ryan has been benched for the rest of the season.
Now, originally when this broke, we thought it was just for the game because of his
did,
shoulder injury.
But Reich ended up clarifying in that press conference, saying that it's for the rest of the year. Now, Matt Ryan also is injured right now with a shoulder injury, but they said even if he wasn't injured, he was still going to be sat down for the rest of the year for Sam Ehlinger.
The plan, apparently, I guess the wording was, even if Ryan was healthy, the designated plan was to start Sam the rest of the year, which is interesting to me. Mainly because the Colts paid how much for this dude? Traded how much for him?
I think
he's earning like $28 million or something stupid.
He's up there.
He's up
it's
there.
Not the highest.
But what do? We got him and we got Nick Foles this offseason, and we're not starting either of them.
Well, Foles has been injured though too.
But still,
he's still the backup right now.
But now he's the backup.
Now he's the backup.
Well, yeah.
But we jumped, like somehow we went from Ryan to and Foles being the clear backup, and then Ehlinger the third, and then all of a sudden Ehlinger, we're benching Ryan, and we're starting Ehlinger.
Yeah.
And Foles is like, nah, you were third. Now you're backup. You're backup mainly because Ryan's hurt. Now I'm assuming Ryan will go to a backup role once he's healthy off of his shoulder, which I've heard is actually pretty significant.
It's a decent strain.
Yeah, it's like a grade 2 strain, which I'm not sure what that means. But for me, I think it brings, I had some stats here.
I'm just all for it because I'll just say this before you get into your stats. I think the first thing that came to mind is we're freaking tanking, and I'm all here for it. I'd rather us not be stuck in limbo, whether we're gonna be 8-8, basically 8-1. Being that stuck in mediocre land. If we're gonna suck, let's just suck. I mean, come on, let's try to get it around the top 10 draft pick, and
I'm wondering if, because there's a few options here, I'm wondering if now we just see what we have with Sam.
Yeah, honestly.
Because obviously we're not going to keep her. Ryan should just retire.
Yeah, yes.
I think like it would not surprise me if Ryan just retires midseason. And I think we just see what we have with Ehlinger, see where we land, and if we think Sam can be a plausible quarterback, we 100% need an O-line as our first draft pick.
Yeah, unless they really find a quarterback.
Or we find one in the offseason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we find one in the offseason, we go a different direction. Like corner, middle linebacker, something like that. Because I think that's also a need.
We're needy everywhere.
We're needy everywhere. Well, except for running back, if they can stay healthy. And we use them. We'll get there when we get to the game because, spoiler, we didn't use them. So Sam Ehlinger will give a spark to an offense that's given up 28 sacks, 80 QB hits, and 110 pressures in 7 games. Matt Ryan has fumbled. Let's see. No, we have fumbled. Is this stat right? 19 fumbles, five losses, and 11 of those fumbles have been from Matt Ryan. We rank 30th in rushing in the league with Jonathan Taylor and Naheem Hines. We are 29th in scoring at 16.1 per game, and we average a 5.9 yard per throw, which is last in the NFL.
Wow.
We do not have an offense at all.
No.
And so with an offensive line that apparently we want to pay the highest in the league, but yet not protect a quarterback, which is when you said something about Judy, I said, what's it matter when our quarterback's always going to be on the back looking up at the freaking stars? Mm-hmm. This changes my mind because Ryan is an old statue. He can't get away from pressure. He's just going to stand in the pocket and get hit. But with Ehlinger, he's a little bit more mobile. I think he'll be able to get out of the pocket. And that's the difference between Wentz as well. Mm-hmm. Think about Wentz. I mentioned it to you guys. Mm-hmm. What did I say? What's his face had? Ryan? Didn't I say he already had 9 interceptions in 7 games?
Yeah.
Or something like that? Mm-hmm. And Wentz had 7 in 17 last year?
Yeah.
And, the sacks are obviously up, but I think a lot of that came from Wentz can scramble. I mean, he's not he's not the fastest, but he can get out of the pocket and run when he needs to. Ryan can't. And again, I told you, you have to be mobile in the NFL. You don't have to be a running quarterback like Lamar.
No.
Or Hurts.
It's not a pocket passer league anymore.
But, right, no. You need to be able to get out of the pocket, and Ryan just cannot. And I think we're seeing these standard pocket quarterbacks struggle. We'll get there when we get there, but the standard pocket quarterbacks are struggling this year.
He looks like Old Man Jenkins from SpongeBob when he's out there.
So I don't know. I truly think now if Judy were to come here, and again, who does he take? What spot does he take? Because Campbell had it. We'll get there again, but Campbell's popping. He's coming too. I need to see who Ellinger has as a favorite here.
I think he'll get the tight ends more involved.
Hopefully. They were involved a few weeks ago, but I haven't seen them get involved in a few weeks here. They were involved in like week 2 or week 3.
They're not being used like Luck was using.
They should have. No.
Maybe the deep ball will be opened up now.
Oh, the deep ball needs to be open. I mean, Campbell can pop the lid off.
Or Pierce.
Pierce can pop the lid off.
Pittman can do it too.
Yeah, Pittman can, but I don't see Pittman as a deep ball threat as much.
Field.
Yeah, I see Campbell popping the lid, and I see Pierce popping the lid. If we still had Doolin could do it too.
Yeah.
But Doolin's on IR. Now, Judy could do it if we had Judy.
Definitely do it.
Judy's like Doolin.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
Absolutely.
similar.
So this will be interesting to see where this goes.
Yep. I'm definitely intrigued.
So other than that, do we have any other news? I don't really know how much more we can talk about it, except for the fact that the Colts need to stop this. Do not go after another aging quarterback next year.
Right.
Yeah.
We're on, what is this, 9?
Yeah.
9?
Yeah.
8.
No, Ellinger would be 9.
Oh, okay.
I think. But I don't like the fact that we went out, traded, and are spending this much on a
we got him for this year and next year.
Yeah, again, but if he retires, which I don't know. But if he retires, does he? I have an inkling he may retire mid-season.
I think that's what's gonna end up happening.
And or we trade him, but who would want him?
Nobody.
I don't think anybody would want him.
He's broken.
Right. And so, and then again, you also pick up Nick Foles. You're not using him either.
Yeah.
I don't get it. This organization all of a sudden is losing their mind. It's like the curse of Andrew Luck. A lot of people say it's the curse of Peyton Manning, the way we let him go.
They're making.
But that's not the case.
But then you get Andrew Luck, and then since then we have not been able to find a single quarterback. We get Phillip Rivers, who we knew we were going to give for like a year or two. Yeah. He retired after 1. Next year we try to get Wentz. That blew up in everybody's face, which I honestly don't think he was the problem.
I'll say this. I think Irsay's tired of Ballard and Reich's shit. Sorry, you can bleep that out, but he's tired of it.
Again,
and he's saying, we're going to play this little kid. If he plays well, great. If not, I think they're definitely moving on.
I think a lot of this is Reich and Ballard trying to save their job.
I mean, it is. I think one of them's definitely gone by the end of the year.
Now, which one would you want to keep?
I would want to keep Ballard.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I say we keep Ballard. Because I think a lot of the play calling has also been a problem. And that's on Reich.
Yeah. Ooh, Sean Payton. Go get Sean Payton.
Yeah, Dave at work was talking about that.
Were you? Man.
Yeah. But
interesting.
He also said that he doesn't think any of this falls on Ballard.
I think you have to put some of it. I think you have to put some of it on Ballard.
So
maybe not a high percentage.
Putting together O-line, D-line, and both of them are terrible. Jesus?
They're moving something upstairs.
Hey,
again, amateur podcast. There's people upstairs. They're moving stuff.
You get a broom like.
Shut up there.
I did look up this grade 2 shoulder sprain, and I think he's going to be put on IR. Involves tearing of the joint covering and stretching of ligaments connecting to the shoulder blade and the collarbone.
Yeah,
Sounds lovely.
It sounds fantastic.
He's going to be out.
And
Again,
there's a permanent bump over the top of your shoulder at the AC joint.
that's disgusting. Yeah, he just retired, dude.
Yeah, that's painful.
That's yummy.
Right.
So, listen, any other news?
Nope.
Okay, we're going to go to injuries. Fly. We're at 25.
Okay. Fun fact real quick, the New York Jets have never beaten the Philadelphia Eagles.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That's actually really funny.
Their next opportunity to break the curse is next year.
Wait, what?
How do you know that? The schedule hasn't been dropped.
That's just what it says. I'm just reading what it says.
Are they guessing that they're going to play Philly?
I
Because
guess.
they don't even... The schedule hasn't dropped.
Yeah.
Listen.
It's been 50 years of meetings without a single win for the Jets against the
Sauce.
rough.
I don't know how they know that the Eagles are going to play him unless they just know that there's a specific rotation
They can
of
read.
like,
Yeah.
I bet
like,
there's
hey,
something.
this next year you're going to face the entire NFC East division.
Yeah. Okay. Anywho, injuries. Russell Wilson hamstring. Looking to come back. They're going to be in London this week. Apparently, I didn't know that. But yeah, he'll be back. Yay.
That's right.
That's right. Matt Ryan, already talked about him. Tannehill was in a boot.
He came out. Remember, he came out
came
again,
out.
started game, but then he came back
pain.
in.
He came back in.
Yeah, he was in pain.
They taped him up. I don't even know how he was mobile after they taped him up, but he's progressing. He said he was supposed to practice today. Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold ain't both high ankle sprains. We know
I
that.
believe I saw that PJ starting again.
Panthers are starting PJ Walker in week 8,
Yep.
regardless of Mayfield and Darnold's status.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's rough.
They beat. Never mind.
No. I
I'll
mean,
save it.
it's funny.
I'll save it.
That's funny, but tough for Baker.
Carry on.
Brees Hall, we already briefly
He got put on IR.
He got put on IR.
That's upsetting. He was just starting to pop off.
Yep.
He's dead.
He's not dead.
Okay. This one was updated today, literally 3 hours ago. Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, this hurts me.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know this one. What?
You'll hear.
Yep.
Spit it.
He has a knee sprain.
MCL.
Possibly has a torn MCL. That's not necessarily true, but that's just what they're saying.
I didn't see that pop across.
Yeah, he said he missed today,
I follow.
and possibly he's probably gonna miss this week.
I follow. Like every Colts beat reporter, I follow Scheffner and Ian Rappaport.
Oh.
And I didn't get that. I thought, oh no, maybe I did, and I just because I follow all them fools, I missed it in all the garbly goop.
A lot of these were updated today.
All the garbly good.
Dude, you know how many tweets I got on Monday alone about the Matt Ryan thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I swear I had like over 125 tweets. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all need to chill.
On that, did you see Pat McAfee's reaction to it?
I actually didn't.
You're gonna have to look it up later.
Is it on his podcast or is it just in
on
his
his
Twitter
podcast.
feed? Okay, I'll find
DeAndre Swift, bro.
it. DeAndre Swift, I heard came back today.
He's going to play in week 8.
What about Monte Brown? Because he went out with a concussion.
I'm going through running backs. I'll get to wide receivers. Gus Edwards, Ravens, knee.
He'll probably play,
probably
please,
play.
because
He's
I picked him
returning
up.
from an ACL tear.
I'm mad I didn't start him, by the way. I think I was over, and I discussed it with you. I picked him up in like 2 or 3 different leagues and didn't start him in a single
I
one.
bolted him from
Should've-
you in one.
Yeah.
You did. Also, my dad's not happy with you.
Why?
He,
Did I beat him?
he lost by like not even a point.
James Conner, ribs. He was seen practicing today. He should be suiting up week 8. Hopefully he does, because I'm
Who?
James Conner.
Okay.
Cardinals. And I need him back. James Robinson, knee. We talked about that a little bit.
You just got traded. Interesting.
Yeah.
Should play.
Yeah.
I don't think they need him this week.
Maybe not. Well, it was early. When did he get traded?
Monday or Tuesday?
And they
Something
have
like that. Yeah.
I mean, they have to fly to London.
Jets?
Oh, James Armstrong's out. I still think he's on the Jaguars, man.
Dude.
Like, my brain is halfway here. You're right. Sorry.
Next,
Ignore
DK
that.
Metcalf, knee.
Please tell me he's fine. I don't think I have him. I just really like him.
He got a great report this morning that showed he hurt his
Patella.
Yeah. Sure.
That's great news.
Yeah.
I can't see over there.
Deebo Samuel, hamstring. Day to day.
He's always hurting his hamstring.
Yeah.
He'll be
No
fine.
bueno.
I swear he's on that injury list every single week with a hamstring, and every week he's fine.
Better be careful with that one.
I know.
Um,
It's because they're so easy to retweak.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you
Yeah.
think about tweaking it and you tweak it.
yeah, pretty much.
I just tweaked mine right now.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. I just got it.
Rashad Bateman, foot. Full practice today. Mike
Okay.
Williams.
Ooh.
That one hurts me. I have him in like 4 leagues.
Luckily they're on
the
a bye.
Chargers have a bye this
But
week.
still.
So
Okay, it hurts me because I have him in 4 leagues and he's on a bye.
looks like you probably have to pick up a wide receiver. I just got one notification that Josh Jacobs is questionable. That
That hurts. He scored 3 touchdowns last week.
I know. I have him on my fantasy team. I beat the person I faced him by like 90.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I laughed.
That's the highest score ever in my dad's league. Yeah, at 186 points. That's the highest ever.
You were facing Chris. Chris was not happy with you. And if it was that league, I know you're facing Chris, the main,
and Taylor, I trust.
which you made that. He's our Tennessee Titan fan,
Oh.
and he runs the bragging rights league, and this is the BR4. Well, in the Dynasty, it's in the Dynasty, right? Because we run a redraft league, which isn't a redraft; it's basically just auto draft. But then we run a Dynasty, and in the Dynasty, his rule was if he comes in last. No, this has to be because you didn't win the Dynasty. You won the.
I want to be R4.
You want to be R3. So it is in the auto draft one.
Yeah.
So the auto draft one, he won that one last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so for BR4, because Chris came in last, the champion got to choose his name for the following year.
Well, he came in second because I faced him in the championship.
Oh, is that what it was? I thought he
Yes.
came in last.
No.
Is that what the rule was?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the rule.
It was whoever
I just know
won
that
the
Chris.
championship
I just know that
named
Chris had to.
the opponent's team.
So then he, which I wouldn't have done it that way. I thought he came in last. I didn't pay attention because I was nowhere close to being in the playoffs. But so he chose in Taylor I trust because he does not like Jonathan Taylor because he's a Derrick Henry Titan fan. So we trolled him with some Colts and he's not very happy about it. He's not very happy with you
He's gonna have to get over it.
because I think you're in first again in that league.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang.
6-1, baby.
Keep it up.
All right, here you go. Amon St. Brown. May return for week 8.
Yeah, it's not helpful.
That's just all it says.
It was concussion, right?
Set that up
yes.
well. I was intrigued where you're going with
So
it.
he has to pass the stupid
Yeah.
protocol.
Stupid.
Stupid protocol. You know what else is stupid? My dog squeaking in the background. Can't hear him. I'm going to throw him out in about 2 minutes.
Yeah. Mike
Once
Evans.
you hurry up.
They let me hurry up then so I can get through this. Mike Evans' ankle could definitely be something to monitor.
You sure he doesn't have broken hands the way he's dropping wide open passes?
Does not mention that, but that could be factual. Keenan Allen, hamstring, again going into the bye week, so we'll see what that entails later. Alan Lazard for the Packers, shoulder. They're waiting to see how he feels today for practice, so nothing new came out on that. Mark Andrews, he was on here for like 2 weeks. So banged up knee, didn't contribute much. They might keep him out till week 10 for their bye week.
Okay.
This updated today. Darren Waller is practicing.
Oh, good. Still
Yeah.
won't do anything.
Probably not. Yeah, he got 0 points last week in fantasy.
Mm.
At least on my in my dad's league. It might be different in the dynasties, but Njoku ankle, 2 to 5 week absence.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's Jacoby Brissett's favorite target. So I wonder who he's going to throw to now.
Yeah. That's a fun injury.
What?
Daniel Bellinger.
Oh yeah.
He hurt his eye socket and
Yeah, you go to the hospital. Was that bad?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Rookie
tight
tight
end.
end, Giants.
Yeah.
Oh, is he the one who was bleeding from his eye? I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I heard someone was. Okay, I didn't know that was the same dude. Yeah, I heard someone was bleeding
was
from their eye.
raked in the eye and immediately fell to the ground and carted off.
You said raked.
Raked.
Okay,
yes.
thank God.
Yeah,
that's what you
I
said.
said raked.
I didn't
heard
want to
That's why
say.
I
I don't want to say
clarified.
anything.
I wanted to make sure I clarified it.
Because I heard something different.
Other than that, I only have offense. I didn't do defense.
You're fine. I will catch you up. So this will go for later, but Andy Dalton will start this week versus the Raiders. Patriots quarterback Mac Jones took 90% of the first team reps in practice today and will start for the team Sunday against the Jets.
Nah.
For the Colts, Kwity Paye did not practice because of an ankle.
It's been out for a while.
Ryan Kelly was limited with a knee. Kiki QT was full. Franklin.
Zaire.
There you go. Franklin was full. So was Leonard. And so was Luke Rhodes. They were all full participants.
Maybe we'll have Leonard back. That'd be nice. But he'll probably get hurt again. Watch.
More than likely.
Right. I don't think I have anything else. The only other news thing is it's kind of funny for Thursday for how much they put into it. Listen to this viewership starting from week 2. They are going down fast. Week 2 saw 13 million views. Week 3 saw 11. Week 4 saw 11.7. Week 5, 9.7. Week 6, 8.8. And week 7, 7.8. Dropping at about 1 million viewership a week.
Wonder why.
Because they're trash games.
Terrible games.
The 2 best games were Chiefs Chargers and Bengals Miami.
Yeah.
Well, last week's was worse. That was 7.8. That was the worst.
I thought that was actually a good game.
No.
Oh, that's
But
what you
it
mean.
was a good game.
You're talking
But
just viewership-wise.
Yeah, viewership-wise,
Gotcha.
it was awful. But, no, it was we'll get there. But I predicted it to be a trash game. No, it was a fantastic game.
Mm-hmm.
Next, I'll go with passing leaders. Where would you put Matt Ryan on passing leaderboard?
Is he still in the top 5?
Yeah, he's ranked
Fourth.
fourth. And he is 1 yard behind Justin Herbert.
Good God.
And he is now out for the year.
That kind of year in the NFL.
I know, right? Anyway, so that's it for news. Before we get into recapping. Week 7 saw Eric go 7-7. Zach went 10-4. And I went 10-4. So you and I tied at 10-4.
Heck yes.
So for the year, that leaves me at 67, 40-1. Eric, you're at 64, 43-1. And Zach, you're at 63, 44-1.
Coming back, baby.
Don't call it a comeback.
I didn't.
I'm going to throw something at you. So, let's get into some of these games. We can talk about the Thursday game. We probably need to fly because we're at 40.
That's
That's not bad. So, we can start with the Thursday New Orleans at Arizona game. That ended 34-42. That was a great game.
Finally a decent game to
It was
watch.
a good game. New Orleans and Arizona were tied at the 2-minute mark. And then some shenanigans happened. Within a matter of 60 seconds in game time, poor old Andy threw back-to-back pick sixes.
Yeah.
You need to insert that clip of the dude
On the background.
flying in the background.
That's slow motion.
That's actually the funniest clip I think I've
That's
seen.
good.
You saw that too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, there were
That was
so
epic.
many memes of that the next
It was
day.
so good.
The internet stays unbeaten. So the first one, though, wasn't really his fault.
No.
It doinked off the wide receiver's helmet, if I do believe. Like, through his hands, doinked him in the helmet. And then a defender caught it and then ran the other way. The second one was 100% Andy's fault. But now I have Isaiah Simmons, so I'm okay with it.
Oh, yeah. I did too in the Dynasty League.
So he got that pick 6. So real quick, it went. Actually, I think it was my dad. I think he was outside putting the fire up, and it was 14-6. And in a matter of like 10 minutes, so him just walking up and down, came back and it was 28-14. He's like, how in the fuck did they get 28 points? And I'm like, well, Andy threw 2 pick 6s in a row.
Yeah.
So, overall, Dalton was 30 for 47 for 361, 4 touchdowns, and 3 picks. I mean, minus 3 picks, he had a great game. And one of them, you can't count on him. One of them was off the wide receiver. I wish there'd be an asterisk on those. Kamara ran 11 times for 49, no score. Olave was 7 for 106. That dude is playing fantastic. Kamara also caught 7 passes for 56 yards. Kyler went 20 for 29 for 204, 1 score, no picks. Eno Benjamin, is that how you say that? Eno Benjamin ran 12 times for 92 yards and a score. Murray ran 7 for 30. D-Hop came back.
Sure did.
This dude came back with a vengeance. Came back, had 10 catches for 103. Dude did not score, though. Eno also had 4 catches for 21. Now, if you heard me say, Murray threw 20 times. D-Hop caught 10 of those. Literally caught 10 of them. Half the passes went to D-Hop. That is what it is.
That should continue to be the same.
Anybody have D-Hop on their fantasy team?
No.
Oh, okay. He does over there.
No.
Next game, I really don't have notes on a lot of games. I literally have notes on 3 more games because, again, it was kind of a boring week.
Yeah.
As far as, you know.
All we know is Joe Burrow.
Burrow.
Looks good.
Told you about it.
Did?
Because I have him stacked and
Fine.
he got me like 70 points.
Letting Burrow cook, man.
That's why I got 186 points in my dad's league.
Wow. So, okay.
Plus I had Josh Jacobs.
You stacked him in your dad's league.
Yep.
You did what I did.
That was already my plan before you even got invited in the league.
It's kind of rude.
I'm just saying.
So Atlanta at Cincinnati. This was Cincinnati won 35-17. Burrow went 34 for 42 for 3 touchdowns, no picks. He did take 3 more sacks, but it is what it is. Mixon ran 17 times for 58 yards and a score. Burrow also had a rushing score on 3 carries and 20 yards. Boyd was the leading reception here. He had 8 receptions for 155 yards and a score. Chase also had 8 for 130 and 2. You have 2 guys pop off for over 100 yards. Higgins also not to be outdone. He had 5 for 93, flirting with 100 yards there.
That wide receiver core, man, is dangerous.
Yeah, that's actually a disgusting wide receiver core. And to think they got, what was their tight end? Hayden Hurst last year. I was a little surprised they got rid of him.
Oh no, last year was Uzama. Now it's Hayden Hurst.
I was about to say, wait a minute. Yeah, last year was Uzama, which I don't think didn't he go to the Jets?
Yeah.
Are the Jets utilizing him like that?
No, they're not.
I think he's hurt.
No, he played last week.
Good.
Burrow used him well last year. So Mariota was 8 for 13 for 124 and 1 score, no pick. Tyler. I'm just going to say Tyler. Ran for 16. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, my God.
Ran 16 times for 50 yards.
I had no idea what was going on.
Dude, I don't know how to say this name. Algier? There
you go.
Yeah, that name? Algier? I just heard
Words
you
are
say
hard for Bobby.
Dude,
So difficult.
fight me. Is it Bird? Beard? B-Y-R-D?
Probably Bird.
Thanks, Bird.
That's a weird way to spell that. He was the leading reception guy with 1 catch for 75 yards.
Hey.
And a score.
75 yards, man.
Pitts had 3 catches for 9 yards. So,
He did.
Yeah. Someone upset about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Who are you talking about?
What a waste.
Pitts. So we'll move on to Indy at Tennessee. So I think this was our difference. We all had. Did we all have Arizona here?
What?
I had Arizona, I had Cincinnati, and I had.
Okay, so
you
we
skipped the game.
We were fine here. Yeah, because I didn't care.
You still mentioned it. Dallas beat Detroit 24-6. That's all
There
you
you
have
go.
to say.
Oh, okay. Actually, okay. If you
Just
want me
skip
to
it.
do that,
No,
that's good.
just skip
you,
it.
you can catch those in. Indy at Tennessee ended 19-10. And listen, guys, it's
We obviously had Colts.
not a fun game. No, I had Tennessee.
I know we had
Yeah. You
Colts.
guys had Colts. I had Tennessee. Listen, this was not a fun game to watch.
You still watched it?
Not very.
No, I was there. You watched it.
No, I did. But did I look excited to be watching this game?
Yeah.
No, I was not.
You sat there like, oh.
No. I was entertaining your child is what I was doing. There is that.
Yeah.
So Ryan, he did go 33 for 44 for 243 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. One of those being a pick six. I believe it was like a 76-yard pick. We were moving the ball.
Mm-hmm. He looked like one of those scared Wentz passes. That he
Both of them
just
did.
the ball.
Scared.
Both of
in
them
general.
did.
Yeah.
Well, one of them looked like Campbell may have run the wrong route,
He did.
but I don't think so.
Well, no,
knowing
he
that
ran the
route,
wrong route.
knowing that route, I think it was
It was supposed to,
it was
he
now
supposed to
up.
come out. Yeah.
And I think the way he read that, I think he read it correctly. I think he did need to go up.
Because he would have been wide open on the sideline.
Right. The problem was you had, some dude right in his face.
There's 3 guys standing there.
And so, no. I'm not talking about the pick. The guy coming in at Ryan.
Ryan.
He had a guy in his face about to smack him in the mouth.
Yeah.
And so he had to get the ball out.
Yeah.
But instead of throwing it away or just literally throwing the deep ball like he's going to be there,
Yeah.
he threw the out route because it's like an out and up, like a chair route. He just threw it into double, triple coverage right there and threw the pick. I'm like, what are you doing?
Just throw the ball away.
And I can't even remember the second one. The second one was awful.
The second one was one of those like side flicks to
Was it?
Hines. Yeah, it looked like one of those Wentz little throw outs
See,
straight to a defender.
I don't remember this one because
I turned it off at a certain point.
Did you?
You were there
You just
too.
blacked out.
I just started
blacked
hanging out.
No, I
with
would have
Wentz.
changed the channel.
Oh no! Yeah, we turned it to what was the other game? Was it
Washington?
Washington?
I don't remember.
Was it the Washington game?
It might have been. I don't remember.
If you switch to the Tampa Bay Carolina game.
No. So anyway, Taylor only ran 10 times for 58 yards. He had a 5.8 average,
That's no bueno.
and we stopped. And I understand we were down, but it's not like we were down a lot. We were down 9 points.
Yeah.
Actually, and that was at the end of the game. They didn't score a bloody touchdown, except for our pick six that we gave them. They kicked all field goals.
Yeah.
We could have ran the ball still with a 5.8 average. Come on.
Do we give the defense props for not
The
letting
team
them
only
score
ran
touchdowns?
yeah, I
17
did.
times. Say that again?
Give the Colts defense props for not letting them score
Oh,
touchdowns.
yeah.
Defense is our
yeah.
saving grace.
Yeah.
I mean, we as a team, the Colts only ran 17 times. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And you had Ryan throw 44 times after he just threw how many last week? 50, whatever the bloody hell it was, 51?
Yeah, with the broken shoulder.
It's 56.
It's 50 something the week before.
55,
So he just threw over 100 passes in 2 weeks almost. Almost. I rounded for fun.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Campbell had a career high 10 catches for 70 yards and a touchdown. Pittman was 6 for 58. He did lose a fumble. Tannehill was 13 for 20 for 132. No touchdowns, no picks. Henry was 30. He ran 30 bloody times for 128. Their leading reception was Hooper for 3 receptions and 56 yards.
Yeah.
I understand the need, especially since he's hurt. But my whole issue is, why are we having an ancient quarterback throw almost 50 times a game when you have Taylor? And it's not like
Hines
and
and
it's
Jackson.
not
The run
like
game
the
hasn't
run.
really been working out. They're
It
just
hasn't.
trying to get something going, I believe is what they're doing. And it's just, with Ryan's broken arm, it's not working.
But when you have a 5.8 average
I know,
and
but
you stop running,
Yeah.
and here's my other problem. I'm sure you noticed it. The announcers sure did. or at least I don't know if you're paying attention at that point, we would go down the field with Taylor in. We would get to about their own 30.
Yeah.
Maybe their own 25. And they'd pull Taylor. It's like, we're about to get into goal line, and you pull your best player? What are you doing?
The coaching has been bad all year.
Again, I've said it. I'll say it again. None of the main coaches should have gotten on the plane back from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
None of them.
Yeah.
The main ones.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be lasting too much longer.
I can't see it. I think Frank goes first.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. I literally have one more, but it's a PM game, so...
You want me to run through
We'll just run through some of these other ones real quick.
Let's go.
After that, so obviously that. So the next one, what was the one I missed?
Dallas.
We all chose Dallas, right?
Sure did.
Okay, so the next one was Packers at Commanders. I believe Wait, hang on. Did I choose Washington? No, I think we all chose.
I chose Packers, and
too.
I did write some notes while we were
Oh, you did?
Rodgers
doing our picks.
is dead.
Yeah, while we were doing our picks
I chose Green Bay,
for
unfortunately.
last week, Green Bay.
Green Bay's not looking good.
They
They lost
suck.
to freaking Adam Warlock, dude.
Heineke?
Yeah, he looks like Will Poulter plays Adam. Going to play Adam Warlock in Guardians. He looks like him.
You know who looks very similar, which we'll get there? Mac Jones and Zap look very similar.
They
together.
do. They look like they could be brothers.
They look like they could be. Have you seen them side by
Yeah, I
side?
did.
Yeah.
They look similar. Anyway, off topic. But since you were talking about that,
Yeah. Dude, I can't get behind Green Bay anymore. I'll probably,
no,
they're done.
They're dead.
I'm sorry about your Super Bowl prediction.
Hey man,
Which
it's at
you're
the
gonna
beginning of
have
the
to.
year.
You're gonna have. I
We're
know
remaking picks.
you're gonna
Yeah.
have to readjust on week 10.
Hey, so am I.
Actually, not your Super Bowl prediction. Your Super Bowl predictions is still good.
I don't even remember what it was.
Eagles something.
I think you had Eagles Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers. Eagles, Chargers.
So, one of them is definitely up there.
Yeah.
Hey man, I wanted to be different, dude.
Hey,
It's okay.
shenanigans,
Hey,
man.
shenanigans. Sometimes shenanigans is
It's fine.
right, I guess. So, Packers. I don't think they know what their identity is anymore.
No. Rodgers is just in La La Land, and he's not the leader he used
And
to
again, here's the other one.
Yeah, like even with the receivers, like he's not even like. I feel like giving them the time of day, let them come into their own with
be. Yeah.
learning his tendencies and stuff like that. He's just from day one he was pissed off when they started dropping passes. It seemed like
He even went on Pat's podcast and just dissed his own team.
Yep, I heard that. I saw it.
Like,
It's kind of funny.
yeah. I mean, we always knew he was an asshole, but now
Yeah.
he's just he doesn't care anymore.
He doesn't care. He should have just either retired or literally tried to go to a different team.
A different team would probably be better. I bet Broncos. Well, never mind. Now,
Yeah.
Broncos and Niners were the ones that they were flirting with.
yeah.
But again, for 2 straight years.
Yeah.
Right.
He was one of the ones that I was saying pocket passers aren't doing very well.
He could always move the ball. With his
Could,
foot.
but now
Rodgers is more mobile than Brady and
he
Ryan.
is, but I still consider him more of...
He's still a
I
pocket
guess he
passer.
can be agile, but I just don't see him. He's not one... He's
If you had to pick
he's almost
between
40.
him and Tom Brady...
Is he 40?
Yeah.
How old is he? He's
They're-
at 40, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty
How
sure.
old is Tom?
Um,
I'll get that. But I think he'll definitely retire after this year.
Should just become an analyst or come on Pat McAfee full time.
Just be like AJ Hawk.
Just be like AJ
Yeah.
Hawk. He's 38.
Okay. I thought it was like 39. I didn't think he was quite 40 yet, but
So, but still, he does not look good.
yeah, the whole team doesn't look good.
No.
Again, drinking that tea.
It's that
a little
tea,
too much.
mushroom tea, man. I'm telling you.
Anyways, so off of them, Commanders, I still don't. I'll say this. Actually, I'll do it in the predictions.
There you go. Next.
So Buccaneers and Panthers.
Okay. I
No,
wrote...
wait, before I start. Shay went to this game, who I went with to the Colts game.
Mm-hmm.
She went to this Panthers game because she lives in South Carolina.
Oh.
She bought tickets like 2 days beforehand. Went there, about the same seats. She said it was cheaper to buy 50 yard, about exactly where we were on the home side, than it was to get 50-yard lines on the away side because it was Tampa Bay and Tom Brady.
That makes sense.
And she was wearing Colts, but it was hilarious.
This was a full-on embarrassment for Tampa Bay.
It was.
I said last week in the podcast that I would never, ever pick the Buccaneers to win again.
And then
But
you
I did
anyway.
pick them because it's Carolina.
And they were in what we were thinking was going to be full on tank mode, and
They still
it wasn't. It was 21-3.
Players won't play like that. The organization's thinking that though.
Right. I mean, Brady threw 50 times. Evans still had 9 for 96, even though he dropped a wide open touchdown.
Yeah. That locker room is just all sorts of messed up. With Tom Brady, getting...
Again, I know we don't want to talk about it, but at some point we have to acknowledge the fact that it is affecting him.
It is. It's affecting the locker room with everything
100%.
going on because they're letting him leave every Wednesday to do whatever he needs to do. And players at that point are like, oh, you get to leave every Wednesday? Well, I'm like, they're not going to...
Well, it's because Wednesday's normally for veterans.
Right.
You don't play anyway.
Right, but I still think that is affecting the locker room at some point because, whereas when he was in New England, Bill Belichick treated him the same as everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas since he's been in Tampa Bay, it's Tom's way or
The highway.
Shoot, he's gonna leave us, and then we're gonna be screwed out of Super Bowl contention.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna happen.
What, Carolina win the division?
Yeah, over Tampa Bay. That's not gonna.
What
happen.
about New Orleans?
I'd rather pick Atlanta.
I'm going to agree with him on that one.
But, I mean,
So we're going to ignore the fact that Tampa Bay's defense is supposed to be really, really good, but they let P.J. Walker, a third stringer, come in and do 16 for 22 for 177, 2 touchdowns and no picks.
Yeah, I dropped that defense.
What they put up, too.
173 overall yards.
Deonta
Foreman.
You're welcome, Bob.
Yeah, thanks. 118 yards. Chuba.
Needs to go back to first grade.
Chuba Hubbard had 63 and a touchdown. You want to fight?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
DJ Moore, 7 catches for 69 and a touchdown. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they just needed to find a quarterback who could throw the ball to him.
Yeah.
Shade. Sorry.
Rude.
Sorry. A little bit of shade. So then, what is after that game? We all chose Bucks there, unfortunately. Next one was Giants at Jacksonville, and I believe
Surprisingly, it was a decent game.
It was a very good game, but we all had New York here, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not really going to get into it. This one ended 23-17. I'm not going to. Actually, the Giants did have a very good stop at the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
There's a very good play. They had a.
What was Daniel Jones' stats, by the way?
Great. I have to go in here, though.
No,
Daniel Jones was 19 for 30 for 202 and a touchdown. No picks.
Okay.
Saquon was 24 for 110. Daniel Jones was 11 for 107 rushing. He also ran 11 times for over 100 yards.
He's my second quarterback that I have
He's a cheat code, man.
That's why I had Burrow, Chase, Jones, and Jacobs.
That's disgusting. I still don't like the way you guys do stats, though.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about changing it next year.
Another good game, surprisingly, was Browns at Ravens.
Yeah.
We all had Raven. No, you had Browns.
I had Browns.
You had Browns.
Yeah,
we had Ravens, which we thought we could go. We could change.
I could
It's
go
a
either
division
or.
Game, I mean,
It was a very good game.
50-50.
Ravens won 23-20.
Browns are just catching the bad luck of every single game.
Yeah.
I know. Gus Edwards came in.
They're a good team. They just.
I don't think Brissett's the answer.
No, but again, he's still game managing
He's a good
it.
bridge quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know.
He's not the problem either, though.
No. Yeah, I agree. He's not the issue. He's a good backup quarterback.
It's probably management again.
Yeah. It's
Always.
the Browns. It's the Browns.
So, but Gus Edwards did come in, scored 2 touchdowns, which again I talked about to my dismay. Brissett was 22 for 27 for 258. Chubb was 16 carries, 91 and a touchdown. Cooper had 3 receptions for 74.
It's still decent stats.
Let's look at our Let's look at our MVP that we were talking about. Jackson was only 9 for 16 for 120 yards. No touchdowns, no picks.
I think
I said this last week.
they're in a lull right now. I'm not worried.
He
about
did
it.
run 10 times for 59 yards.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm really worried about him. I mean, some of the guys have not been healthy.
I think he's dropped.
Yeah.
No, but we're talking about like
His
probably
play.
going to drop in his MVP
plateauing.
race.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I don't think he's worried about that.
No.
Mm-mm.
I just want to give MVP guesses by week 10.
I just don't think they'll need to pay him as much as he's asking for.
No, you probably still won't have to. Because each year that cap's going to go up anyway.
Yep.
True.
Don't care about this. Jets at Broncos. We all had Jets. Jets did win. It was a lot closer game than I thought it was going to be.
It's my second team, man.
You know-
That's starting to be mine.
You know, I will say Broncos' defense is still really
Good.
good. Their offense just doesn't exist.
Yeah,
No.
like us.
Yeah. Accurate.
Hall did get hurt after his 62-yard touchdown.
Yeah, we already talked about it. But yeah.
Not
That's
getting
hurt.
into it because
That
I don't
hurts.
care. Judy did have 7 catches for 96. There's a Judy sighting. What did I say? Jets won 16-9. We all had Jets.
Yep, absolutely.
Going on, Titans at Raiders. I believe we all. Nope, you had Texans, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And Zach and I had Raiders.
Start off. Well,
Houston at Raiders.
What did I say?
Titans.
Oh,
I was
excuse me.
very confused.
Excuse me.
It's like,
I'm
I don't have
sorry.
that game on here.
I'm sorry. Texans at. I'm reading this off of fucking script and I read it wrong. Texans at Raiders.
There you go.
You had Texans and
Yep.
I had. And
We had Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Jacobs ran for 3 touchdowns. He ran 20 times for 143 yards and 3 touchdowns. Adams popped off again. He had 8 receptions for 95 yards.
He's
I
getting
think-
into a rhythm.
I think that offense is going again. I feel like a lot of these early ones, the teams that we thought should be good, they had to find their identity. And there's a few teams that still haven't found it. Chargers, I'm looking at you because
Yeah.
I don't understand what is going
Yeah.
on there.
Yep.
But Raiders,
coaching change too.
Raiders, I felt like could have a really. Now their defense is still a problem, but their offense could be top tier with Josh Jacobs being an absolute beast. And then you have Adams coming in here. We still don't know his full. Did you see after the game?
Yeah,
He waited. He literally was like, "Nobody move! Nobody move! I'm gonna run!
I'm
Don't
walking
move!"
through here.
And then he jogged off. It was hilarious. Like, not trying to catch another assault charge.
insert clip here.
Yeah. Nope. So, but if you can get Adams involved, this team can score points.
For sure.
So Raiders, we'll see where they come mid-season.
And yeah, I think they'll eventually find themselves
We'll see.
this year.
Jury's still out.
He's not a fan. Next, we will go to the surprise game, and I am so upset because Zach, what did I tell you last week?
I thought I picked them
If you
too.
remember, I wanted to go Seattle
Yeah. I
so
remember
bad.
this.
I even said I want to go Seattle,
Yep.
and then I still went with the Chargers. I should just go with my gut sometimes because Seattle's one of those teams that because I hated on them so early and Geno's doing what Geno's doing, I kind of like them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like the
that-
Jets and the Giants. You almost want them to do good.
Yeah.
So
These
so
bad teams are.
Seattle's turning into my third team.
so this is how many teams are we?
Why at it? What's your
have?
fourth?
How many
Probably Giants.
how many teams are we allowed to have here? Like we're
Many as
getting
you
up there.
want.
We're getting up there.
You know, I'm just
'Cause
gonna buy a bunch of jerseys.
Because see,
of the
Bengals
teams that
are. I almost did that. I almost bought.
Bengals
a
are probably your second team.
Bengals are probably my second team right now because well, I have a ton of family there. I mean, I still like San Francisco because I was born in Cali. My mom was born and raised there, so their team is
I
the
like
49ers.
the Niners now that they have McCaffrey. I like them
So-
more now.
So the Niners are kind of my second team, and then my dad because of Detroit. They're kind of those are my triangle teams that wrap up my family, my immediate family,
Fair
and then
enough.
my uncles because my aunt and uncle because they live in Ohio.
Yeah.
Like Cincinnati. Yeah, but that's not the state, stupid. What's the state? Ohio. Because they live in Ohio, that's kind of my, other team.
Right.
Especially with Burrow being Burrow
Yeah.
and Chase. I almost, when I bought my Leonard and my Taylor jersey, I almost bought a Burrow and a Chase jersey right there and then
Yeah.
too.
That would have been cool. I don't have a second team because the only team
It's
that
Jets.
runs my family. It's
It's
probably
the
the Jets because my family's, at least on my dad's side, it's all Colts that I know of, and then on my mom's side, it's all college football. That's it.
Right.
So Boomer Sooner, baby. Let's go.
So back to this game, which we haven't actually announced. It was Seattle at the Chargers, and Eric and I had Chargers. You had Seattle.
Seattle.
I thought I had Seattle too.
Nope.
Yeah. I know. I see that.
Seattle. So again, kind of like me, we wish we had taken Seattle, and we didn't.
Yeah.
Seattle ended up winning 37-23.
They put up some
Dog walking.
Because I talked to you guys one time about that trade. I don't know if I talked to you guys about it, but I did a trade in fantasy where we get Kenneth Walker.
Mm-hmm. I think you told me.
Yeah.
You told me. He popped off.
Oh my god.
He popped off for you. Herbert was 33 for 50. Oh, that's the one I have notes on. Excuse me. Smith was 20 for 27 for 210, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Walker had 23 carries for 168 yards and 2 scores.
Yes, sir.
Goodwin had 4 catches for 67 yards and 2 touchdowns. Metcalf did get hurt in this game, and I believe it was early-ish.
Yeah, I did say that.
I had it was a funny ass tweet too. It said something about Metcalf is being carted off to the locker room. Not sure if it's a true injury or another bathroom break. Because of earlier in the year that these guys are funny with their tweets. Herbert was 33 for 51 for 293 and 2 touchdowns and a pick. Eckler had 9 carries for 31 yards. He did have a score on the ground. Eckler also had 12 catches for 96 yards and a score. Williams had 7 catches for 86 and a score. This team pisses me off because this team is supposed to be, on paper, fantastic. And this defense giving up, what was it, 37?
Yep.
37 to Seattle, and I understand Seattle's underrated, but 37 to Seattle at home? And I understand home team doesn't really matter here because you don't have a home team, a home fan base. But still, the Chargers, I understand. I don't understand. This team is supposed to be so good.
And they hired a defensive coordinator to be their head coach. And so you would think with some of the playmakers they have on defense that, like you said, defense would be their strong suit.
Well, even their offense at times looks
Yeah.
so
Disjointed.
meh.
Yeah.
Especially that run game. Like I understand Eckler just almost needs to be a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And you need to find another power running back.
Yep.
They tried with Sony Michel, but it's not working out, though.
You know, that could be somewhere that Hunt goes.
Yeah.
Because Hunt is more of a power running back.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be an interesting landing spot.
It would be. But
Who was the other one we were talking about?
Melvin Gordon, but he
No.
The other team?
Yeah, the other
I
running
was
back.
saying Arizona.
No, but who was the other running back? It was Hunt, and it wasn't Gordon. We were talking about another running back.
Cam Akers.
Cam Akers was,
No.
I don't count him as a power running back.
He's not. He's kind of like Eckler. He's small.
He's Eckler. So the main one was if Hunt goes there, that could be interesting. That would be an interesting landing spot.
Yeah.
You have Hunt and you have Eckler. Because that's kind of the same situation you have with Chubb and Hunt.
I don't think they'll do it, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because
Be
Eckler, they're not getting run production with him. You're getting pass per reception. You're getting him in the pass. Just move him to wide receiver then.
He's Hines.
Yeah.
He's still decent with the running game.
He ran 9 times. What the hell did I say? 9 times for. He was 9 for 31. It's not a.
It's not a great game.
It's not a great. It's not. I mean, you're only running him 9 times, but I mean, I guess just because you're behind for so much.
Yeah.
But
He's
still,
looking fast.
we'll pass this game next to the big game.
That turned into
a blowout
slaughterhouse
in the second half. Kansas City at 49ers. I flirted with the idea of changing once McCaffrey got traded. Good thing I didn't.
It'd be crazy to do that.
Hey, it was looking okay in the first half.
Yeah, it was looking fine.
So this was a 44-23 win by the Chiefs. The first half ended 14-13 with Kansas City in the lead. And then Kansas City decided, listen, we're done playing around.
Yeah. This is done.
Now, again, Kamara, where the fuck did that name go? McCaffrey was 100% on just maybe not a snap count, but more of a package deal. So, because, again, he only had maybe a physical and maybe a walkthrough before the games because he got traded late Thursday, so then he would have had Friday and Saturday, and one of those is 100% a walkthrough day, and then you play on Sunday. So he 100% didn't know all the playbook. So Patrick Mahomes was maybe I should go into this game because Patrick Mahomes was 25 for 34 for 423, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Pistachio had 8 carries for 43. I knew it was gonna get him.
Pacheco.
I knew it was gonna get him. Pacheco had 8 carries for 43. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had 6 carries for 32. He had a touchdown. And McCole Hardman had 2 carries for 20 yards and 2 touchdowns.
3? Total?
He did have a receiving. I'm getting there. Juju had 7 receptions for 124 yards and a touchdown. MVS had 3 receptions for 111. Travis Kelce had 6 receptions for 98. And he had a touchdown taken away. I watched that before I left.
I was there too.
I was like, that was a big boy touchdown too. That they took away from him. Like, man.
I love
tight end day of all days too.
I know.
One thing I love
rude.
about watching Chiefs games is that I can literally be in my kitchen, in my bedroom, and I can be like, where are they at? Oh, the 10-yard line. It's a touchdown to Kelce. Then I can just walk away and then hear it.
And
Kelce, touchdown.
And Kelce had one, and again, it got taken. What was it? Was it a holding?
I can't remember.
Something got it back, and I was like, that, man, it was a good touchdown.
Yeah, I could.
But then, yes, McCole Hardman also had 4 for 32 in that touchdown. So, yes, he had 3 overall. So, if you had him, boy.
Ooh. Yeah.
And then, let's see, over on the other guy's side.
Ain't much to talk about over
San
there.
Francisco, Garoppolo was 25 for 37 for 303, a touchdown and a pick. He was sacked 5 times. Jeff Wilson Jr. they only had 21 total. Actually, so did Kansas City. He each had 21 over.
They didn't rush much.
Yeah. Jeff Wilson had 7 for 54. Christian McCaffrey had 8. He was actually their leading rusher. Was 8 for 38. George Kittle, he had 6 receptions for 98.
And a touchdown.
So did Kelce. Kelce had 6 for 98, and Kittle had 6 for 98.
It was
but Kittle had the touchdown.
It was National Tight End Week. So
Brandon Ayuk had 7 for 82. Ray McLeod.
There you go.
Ray. Oh, that's funny.
you're so judgmental. Keep going.
No. What joke do I always do?
Come on out, cuz! Ray, cut it out. You're gonna make it mad. I don't give a
Yay.
Keisha.
Oh my gosh.
I'll tell you there. He had 4 for 65 for a touchdown.
And another note, that was Kittle's first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, because he's been hurt, right?
For only 2 weeks. 3
Yeah.
weeks. When he had that groin injury.
Let's see. I'm not doing this game. I was watching. Okay, listen. I was watching episode 10, the season finale of House of Dragon, and I had this game on in the background. And I'm not kidding. Every time I looked up, one of the teams was punting.
Yeah.
This team did nothing but punt. Both of these teams. Steelers and Dolphins. I think we all had Dolphins though.
Yeah.
They did win 16-10, but I swear to Christ, it was a punt fest.
It was.
Every single time it looked like they punted. I'm not going into this bloody game.
Fair enough.
Tua was back.
Yeah.
It did seem to spark the offense. That is the only thing I'm able to say.
Yeah.
It did seem to spark the offense.
Yeah.
It did.
But you are going against Pittsburgh, so we'll see later.
Yeah.
The Monday night game, surprised the hell out of me.
Out of everybody.
This
Yay.
oh, so bad.
Listen. Yay.
Yeah, because I wanted to pick the Bears.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
I wanted the Bears in this game, but every time you said New England's defense, I'm like...
New England's defense is like number one.
And it's Fields,
It's
so I was
hard.
like...
It's hard to trust them because,
And it's in New England.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I was like, I gotta pick New England, but I wanted Chicago.
So-
and it made me so upset.
So none of us chose
No.
Chicago. We all chose New England, but Chicago blew the brakes off of New England, 33-14. And I just, I don't understand how. I just don't. Chicago's not that good. I don't care what that is, unless they found something.
Found a rhythm or
I don't. I don't get it.
Fields is like the modern day, like right now, of Michael Vick, and Michael Vick wasn't the most consistent quarterback, and neither is Fields. But he'll have those games every now and then where he's going to look really good and entice you to believe in that team in general, which I still don't.
Right.
I mean, let's get there. Fields went 13 for 21 for 179, a touchdown and a pick, was sacked 4 times, but he also ran 14 times for 82 yards and a touchdown. Montgomery had 45 team rushes. Holy. Montgomery ran 15 times for 62 and a touchdown, and Herbert ran 12 times for 62. Holy crap.
Yeah, both the running backs are good, and Herbert has designed run plays for him.
Mooney had 3 receptions for 53. Kmet had 2 for 32. The other St. Brown, his brother, had 4 for 48.
Yep.
Jones started. He was 3 for 6 and a pick. And after that pick, he was benched. Promptly benched.
I'm dropping him in 3 of my leagues.
Have fun with that. Bailey Zappi. I was watching. I don't know if you guys, if you have both, where you can watch the Peyton Manning, the Manning Brothers podcast with it.
No, I don't have that.
So I chose it because it's literally just one channel up for me. Like 26, I think, is ESPN, and then 27 is ESPN2, I think. And so I watched the Manning's brothers, and they were, I think one of them was upset that they benched him so quickly. I think it was Peyton. Was kind of upset.
Peyton. Yeah,
I think he was upset.
I watched a little bit of it on YouTube.
Yeah, he was upset that they benched him so quickly.
Yeah.
So
He's starting again this week. So.
Jones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he came in, went 14 for 22 for 185, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Stevenson ran 11 times for 39 yards and a touchdown. Devontae was the leading. Stevenson was the leading reception with 8 for 59. Parker did have 3 for 68. So, Okay, so after that, that wraps up the predictions. No, the recap. That wraps up the recap. We are going to get into the predictions for Week 8. Cut back in. Sorry, everybody. My dog has been outside and he's whining. So we brought him in. He's sitting. You can't see him. He's off camera. He might poke his head in every now and again.
I'm petting him.
He is a very needy poodle.
Stay there.
To say the least.
And he squeaks a lot. So he may start popping into these podcasts if he behaves. Which he has not been behaving, and he's been squeaking very loudly these past few podcasts. So let's get on to predicting Week 8. Week 8 starts with what should be, if these teams were what they were supposed to be at the beginning of the year, this looks like a fantastic game on paper. This is, which, again, we record these on Wednesdays, so this is tomorrow's game.
Yeah.
This is Ravens at Tampa Bay. I'm taking Ravens.
This is a tough game.
This is such an easy choice.
I think so.
Yeah.
You're right. I like the Baltimore's coaching more than I like Tampa's. It's Ravens.
And this is the time where I'm never picking Tampa again, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm picking Ravens.
Starting now.
Let's hold you to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
holding you to that.
we're all going.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming. Going down. This is the London game. So again, if anybody is in fantasy, this is a 9:30 a.m. Eastern time start.
Are you talking about the next game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is Broncos at Jacksonville. If you have any fantasy or if you have pick'ems and you wait until the last second,
I would get it in on Saturday.
Get it in on Saturday because if you wake up late,
Man.
yeah. That's what she said.
I know.
So
I said it too.
this is Broncos at Jacksonville. I am going Jacksonville here because Jacksonville plays very well when they go over across the lake.
Which dumpster do I want to go diving in during this time?
It's pretty much exactly what I said. Because this.
Oh God, dude! Did you guys hear about Russell Wilson? Side note, real quick on the plane ride.
You know what? I saw the article. I didn't read it.
8-hour plane ride.
Mm-hmm.
He apparently had to make a note to the reporters that four of the hours during the 8-hour plane ride, he spent working out while everybody was sleeping on the plane. So he was doing like high knees while people were sleeping.
Okay, have fun. Yeah, okay, dude.
What?
Getting that high altitude workout right there.
God. Anyways, because of that, yeah, Jacksonville.
I'm picking Jacksonville because Trevor Lawrence looks pretty good.
Okay.
What, his hair or his
Both.
You're moving the.
Hey, man.
He wants you to. He wants you to pet him. He's a very attention. I told you he's attention-eating poodle. All right, so we're all Jacksonville.
Yep.
Next is I'm sorry guys. This is Morty. I know I just call him Poodle, but this is my dog Mordecai.
Is he in the picture?
No, a little bit. He is.
Oh.
He's been popping in and out.
Okay.
I don't have this game actually. This is Carolina at Atlanta. Panthers at Falcons, boys. Division game.
Choosing the possible division winners, Atlanta Falcons, man. In this
Let's
game.
go. That's what I got. I already have all my picks. So
Interesting. I'll go Falcons with you. Everybody's choosing Falcons.
We're all the same so far.
yeah, this is where it makes
We've-
me
we've-
very
we've-
nervous.
We've done this like
There'll
3
be some
weeks in a row.
change. There'll be
Yeah,
some change.
there's always a couple.
Oh,
The
no,
only
not
the
this
only
game.
the only problem
Not
the only
next
problem
game.
was we had like 3 differences last week and you lost all of them. That was the only reason. Is because
Yeah.
I mean we went 10-4. I think we only split on 3 or 4 team
Yeah.
predictions. The problem was you lost all of them. You didn't
Yeah.
split. Me and you split on one.
Yeah.
Next one, where are we at? Chicago at Cowboys. Oh no.
Cowgirls.
You're picking them and you're still gonna. All right.
I have Cowboys.
I have Cowboys. We're all picking
I
Cowboys.
swear, if Chicago wins this, I'm gonna be so mad.
So we're all going Cowboys here. You want to check?
Yeah,
Next
Cowboys,
one.
yeah.
Next one is Miami at Lions. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Miami is probably going to dog walk them.
Yeah, I got Miami.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Swift's back. Let's go Lions, baby.
Is Amon St. Brown back too?
No.
Let's go Lions.
Okay. So Zach and I are going Miami, and Eric is going Lions. Okay. Arizona at Minnesota.
This one I did struggle a little bit with, but
I did as well.
I'm going with Vikings.
I am too.
I am going Minnesota as well. We all are in consensus again.
Purple's a pretty good color, so
We're going with the Purple People Eaters. I don't have this game. Crap. Las Vegas at New Orleans.
God, ugh.
I'm going last because I already have all of mine.
I'm going to go Andy Dalton starting again.
Yeah, that makes it pretty easy.
I'm going Las Vegas.
Yeah, so am I.
I have Vegas as well.
Wow, Jesus. Okay, we're all going Vegas. New England at Jets. Please.
Jets.
Jets?
Jets.
Yeah.
Jets.
Riding the jet train. All Jets. Steelers at Eagles. This is an interstate rivalry.
The Philly's gonna
Yeah, Eagles.
walk
Philly?
all over 'em.
Philly?
Yeah.
Okay, good lord. Philly? We all have Philly here?
Yeah.
Sure do.
We're going quickly. I might need to slow down because the edit's here.
Well, that one was just easy.
I know. Tennessee at Houston. Division game again.
I need to see what's going on with Tannehill,
Me
but
too.
I'm picking the Titans for now.
I now that you say that,
I'm picking Houston.
I'm going to agree. I kind of want to see what's going on there. I think Texans have a good run game, but
They do.
outside that, I don't know. Therefore, I'm going Titans.
The only way I'll change it to Titans is if Brandon Cooks gets traded, because then they don't have anybody to throw the ball to. Other than
Fair
that,
point.
I'm picking Texans.
Wait, right now you're picking who?
Texans.
He's taking the
If
Texans.
Brandon Cooks gets traded, then I'll probably switch my pick.
So you're Texans now.
Yes.
Okay, so you're Texans.
Oh, but
We're
wait,
Titan.
hold on. I'm so stupid because the trade deadline. Oh, no, he could get traded before the trade deadline. Never know. Between now and
yeah.
Sunday.
So you're Texans.
Yes.
Okay, so Eric is going Texans. Zach and I are going Titans.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might change that. Like I said, if Tannehill, I want to see what's going on with Tannehill.
Okay. So I'm in the same boat. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. This is Washington at Colts. Wentz is out. They are starting Heineke. Ryan is out. Colts are starting Ellinger. I'm going to hold true. Washington.
Yeah.
You're an abomination.
Yeah.
Let's go Colts, baby.
Let's go, man.
Okay. I will say, I have more faith in this game
I'm here
with Ellinger starting.
And I'm here for the
Understandable.
tank if we
But-
do lose. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But I have to hold my word.
Yeah, no, I'm proud of
Washington.
you. Proud of you.
Yeah, I respect. Be man, your word.
Matt,
But again, I will happily lose this pick.
Yeah.
I am in first place. I will happily
You
lose
can
this.
So you
lose
said-
one. Yeah.
Is it the same for you too? Where if Colts win 2 games in a row, then you'll start picking them again, and the same for
Tampa Bay.
if they
Are
win
you
2.
the same?
No, not if they went to. I'm never.
wow.
picking- I'm never picking-
Damn.
Next one is Niners at Rams. This might be a game where we get to see a full portion,
Yeah.
full meal of feeding McCaffrey. And because of that, I think the Rams are awful. Give me 49ers all day. Look at his leg. Look at his leg.
I'm hoping Stafford starts playing a little bit better in general,
He won't.
and then keep doing what you're doing. But overall, I still hate Garoppolo more than I hate Stafford. But I'm still picking the Niners because their overall team, yes, is better.
I have Niners as well.
Okay,
'cause
we're on-
Rams are dog water.
We are all Niners. I actually don't have this game. We need to have a discussion.
Ooh, come on! Oh man.
We need to have a discussion.
You.
Giants.
Sorry,
actually,
you
I
can
told
talk about
I
this.
talked to my dad because my dad just got here. Actually, he none of the flights from Chicago got him here, so he just arrived at like 5:10.
Wow.
He arrived here just before you guys did because they waited for like 3 flights, didn't make them, and then finally they carpooled. And we discussed this game. I told him that the Giants and Seattle are playing each other.
You alright, dude?
He can't get comfy. He wants you to put him. See? We discussed this game, and he's, I don't know who to pick.
I'm sorry.
He will fight you back, by the way.
It's alright.
This just got way more interesting.
Morty, it's okay, bud. I'll pet you. I think I'm going to go Seattle here. It is East Coast, traveling all the way West Coast. This is in the 12th Man Stadium.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I'm more invested in Kenneth Walker, so
Yes.
Seattle for me as well.
I got Giants.
Ooh,
Sticking with the Giants.
I'm not mad.
I'm not mad either.
It's my 4th team. So.
This is my 4th team. Dude, just walk up to something. You can't have 4 teams. You can only have one. One.
I got 5.
There are people like that. The Sunday night game is the Green Bay Packers at the Bills. I'm going to tell you right now, the Packers are going to get dog walked. I see the Bills winning by like 40.
Yeah.
Maybe not 40, but yeah, they're gonna win.
Yep. I got Bills. The Bills.
Okay, so we are all on the Bills. The last game is Monday night, another division game. Another rivalry is Bengals, another interstate game.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland Brownies.
Cincinnati.
Joe Burrow, another 3 touchdowns to Jamar Chase, please. Another 400-yard game.
Yep.
Give it to me all day.
Yeah.
Give me the Tigers.
They keep airing Joe Burrow out, let him air it out. Yeah, dude. Cincinnati all
What are
day.
you doing? I'll take the Bengals as well.
Yeah, we all got Bengals on that one.
All right, so we all got Bengals. By the way, the 2 bye week teams are the Kansas City Chiefs.
Good God, man.
Are the Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Chargers. So those are your bye weeks for anybody who has them in fantasy. Those are 2 rough teams to have in fantasy because those are 2 teams that have a lot of fantasy power. You having fun over there?
Yeah.
He just got a bath and a haircut, so.
All right, finally smells good, and I'm okay to pet him.
So anyway,
you stole.
we are at just over an hour and 30, and so
Not
with
bad.
all the cuts, I think we'll be okay.
Maybe like an hour 15.
Yeah, we'll be all right. No, because we add in clips, but we'll be okay.
Oh.
So again, let's reiterate this. This should pop up, hopefully now, on Sunday before the games. Again, this was the Halloween edition. We should have some fun new things coming up, especially in 2 weeks when we have episode 10. We will have our guest. So please like and subscribe to us on YouTube. We're getting more active. Twitter's always been kind of active. You've been playing on that.
Yep.
TikTok, I'm trying to push you more. We've gotten more, but I'm trying to push you more into getting more live. Instagram's kind of coming. Gotta find something for you to do, but you got 2 kids, so I kind of leave you alone because you've already got your hands full over there.
I do.
So you're gonna unplug some things over there, boy.
I know, that's what I'm trying to do.
Doofus. So anyway, that is it for week 8, episode 8. Again, please like and subscribe. Follow us on our multiple socials, and we shall see you next week.
Happy Halloween.
Peace out. Happy Halloween. Don't get sugar high.
You can get high.